how do we earn that many points? And that's what we at JEGU call earning multipliers. And when you know this stuff, you stop earning points at just a penny a piece. Get a little better at this and average 2 or 3 cents a piece. You can get a lot better and average 4 to 6 cents a piece. Some of our folks average 9 to 12 cents per dollar spent. So if you spend $50,000 a year on credit cards, and a lot of people spend a lot more than they think. Most people spend about double what they think they spend on credit cards. If you don't believe me, just go look at your year-end statement from the credit cards that you used last year, and you will probably get depressed at how much you spend versus how much you thought you spent. But the good news is, the more you spend, the more earning power you have, especially if you learn to earn 5 or 10 points per dollar. Here's an example that doesn't even require point hack or credit card miles. You can just earn tons of points on lodging that you're booking anyway. So instead of needing to spend $200,000 to earn 200,000 points, you can earn a couple 100,000 points from $30,000 to $50,000 in spend. And here's one example, and you don't even have to get a new credit card. So we're going to a site called Rove Miles. Yeah. But you go to jegu.com/Rove, and you will. I don't know what the deal is, but you'll get a good deal by signing up there. Full disclosure, it's an affiliate link of ours. We may be compensated in one way or another. If you're offended by that, go to rove.com and sign up yourself. So here we are in San Diego. I must have checked for hotel deals here because I drink my own Kool-Aid. So you can just look at a destination you're going to. Let's do a common one. Where do people like to go? Paris? Rome. Everyone wants to go to Rome.
In June.
Italy. In June. Rome, Italy in June. And let's say you find it and you find a deal. You can look from Wednesday to Tuesday. Did I do that right? Wednesday, June 3rd to Tuesday, the 10th. So you got an 8-day vacation. Why? Because that's when the deal was. By the way, I'm willing to bet 10 billion unicorn points that you will not find that deal, because that's when everyone wants to look, and you will not find that deal on points.
AJ is out there in the chat, said I earned 600,000 points last year from 50,000 in credit card spend. That's incredible. He said you just need to be strategic with how you spend on your cards. That's so true. And lest you think that it's just JEGU staff pulling this kind of thing off, Jackie in the chat said it's possible. I was averaging 70,000 points per year. This year alone, I've accumulated over 300,000 using JEGU strategies. So very well done. Again, let that be encouragement to everybody out there.
So I'm just like I said, full disclosure, I forgot I was presenting today. I pulled this out of thin air. I don't have preparation. I don't know what we're about to see, but let's see how it works. So we're just picking Rome, Italy for a random week in June. And we're going to see what we find. So 1 room, 2 guests, and there we go. I have 115,000 miles just from booking hotels through Rome. I have millions of points. I could say that I haven't paid for flights or hotels in years, but I still pay cash for deals. I'm paying cash for this trip here because Shannon found us a great room block price. And so I'm earning lots of points because our block price was a way better deal. And by the way, Shannon is our event planner. Shannon is also who you might talk to. She's one of our senior advisors. If you decided you wanted to join JEGU Lounge, you would talk with her. And so I'm paying cash right now. And a lot of times I will pay cash because if I'm not staying for free on points that I earned, I'm earning 2 to 50 points per dollar by strategically spending. And this is just one of dozens of ways that I can earn 2 to 50 points per dollar just by strategically spending. So let's search and see what we find. So Rome in June. And what I like to do, they sort by featured. I go straight to most miles earned. Oops, no, not most miles earned. It's highest mileage multiplier. Very important difference. So 31 miles per dollar for this hotel. Now, you do need to use common sense. This is a glitch in their system. Not a chance in hell I would ever pay $31 a night, $100 a night for any hotel, and I don't care how many points I earn. Those 846,000 miles are legitimate. I would earn that many, but I'm not paying $22,000 to earn 846,000 miles. I can do a lot with miles, but I'm not going to pay that. Also a little on the pricey side, but probably not out of line for Rome, Italy in June. Let's just find some more realistic prices. 4-star hotel, $389, 17x points. And that we're probably getting into typical, prices. But here's one, if you're on a budget, use common sense, go and check these out, go and check. I like TripAdvisor, see what they have. They typically have the most reviews, and go into a hotel, see what the reviews say. But, you can usually rely on this for starters, 8.6, 8.8 bucks a night and so that's $1,500 total. Most people might earn 1,500 points or 2,200 points if they're earning at 1.5x. This will earn you 26,000 points from this one hotel stay at a price you'd probably be paying anyway. For perspective, I've flown I had a conference in Vegas. I flew Vegas to Charleston. Charleston is a small regional airport, and it's a pricey airport at that. And I flew first class for 28,000 points. This is almost that many points for a hotel you're going to stay at anyway. So this is just kind of one example of earning multipliers, and Rove is a huge one. Everyone who travels should have a Rove Miles account. If you travel for work and your company lets you pay and then they reimburse you, this is a hack that lets you earn points for your account, for your travels on the company dime. If you travel and spend your own money, all the more reason to just, check and see if it's a good use of your points. And if you can stay for free, great. If not, go to Rove Miles second and see if it's a good deal. And again, I'll show you that first scenario. You do have to use common sense. I will almost always go and look up the price of the hotel on Expedia.com or hotels.com or Google Hotels. Whatever your preferred search engine is, go and make sure that you're not overpaying just to earn points. But you'd be surprised, the majority of these times, this is the same price you're going to pay on Expedia for 3x points. Why not do it here where you can get way more?
Yep. And that's in addition to what you get from your credit card. You'll get your regular credit card points from the booking, but then you're also going to get these Rove Miles on top of it. And I think that example you just showed us was 16x, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was 17. Yeah.
Okay.
I've done it my record is 52x. And it was in Vegas. 52x points. Oh, and another trick, it was a super cheap hotel, almost not worth it. It was $15 a night for their basic room, and it was 52x. And it was kind of I wasn't going to stay at that hotel. I'm not going to name them. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but it's commonly known, not so great hotel. But then I went to the site, and they had an executive suite available for $250 at 52x points. So yeah, I'll take it. And my friends kind of said, "You stayed there?" I said, "Trust me, it was worth it." I earned enough points for a first class domestic flight by staying at that hotel, and it was fine. It was just me. My wife probably wouldn't have stayed there. But I didn't care. I got enough points for a flight that was worth triple what I paid for the hotel. So that's travel hacking. It doesn't always work. It's not always the place you want to go, but if the more creative you get, the more you can it's just pure alchemy on what you can do with points.